It's Friday night, so some of you might be getting a takeaway. So imagine this, OK? You go to your local takeaway, one that you've been going to for years and years and years, and you get your normal order and you pay 20 quid. So while you're waiting, the next customer, who's never been to this takeaway before, unlike you, orders exactly the same thing, but is charged only £10.
Exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. They get charged £10, half price. You wouldn't be happy, would you?
I would not be happy at all.
You wouldn't.
Not why would that be, I would say. Well, this is not happening in takeaways. It is happening when it comes to services such as broadband, mobiles, financial products like insurance. And we have found out that customers who stay with the same supplier can end up paying much more than a new customer. And this is called loyalty penalty. Astonishingly, 8 out of 10 of us are paying it, and it's costing us nearly £1,000 a year each.
I know. Shocking, isn't it? Now, Rob Sanderson got in touch with us. He's a retired business development manager from Hampshire. He'd been a loyal BT customer for 34 years. And like many of us, he didn't particularly want to switch his provider. Rob told us...
Once I had a monthly direct debit, I pretty much left everything alone and couldn't be bothered to shop around for other deals or with any disruption that switching may have entailed. I thought if I stayed with BT, they'd be competitive to keep me as a loyal customer.
So in July 2017, Rob changed his BT service contract for TV channels, phone and broadband. BT told him his new contract would cost £93.99, and that included £52.49 per month for his phone and broadband. When Rob told his friends about the price of his new BT contract, they suggested he'd check out a price comparison site. And guess what? Yes, he was paying way over the odds.
Way over indeed. His £52.49 a month was actually BT's Superfast Fibre One Unlimited. This was being sold to other BT customers for just £29.99 a month. OK, so you're looking at £22.50 a month cheaper than they were charging Rob. According to campaigners, big business will charge each customer what they think they can actually get away with.
So Rob got in touch with BT, and within 3 days, they reduced his broadband costs by £28.50, giving him an annual saving of £342, all because he challenged them.
That's a lot of money. So it seems that loyalty simply doesn't pay, and it's not paying for millions of us. This so-called loyalty penalty has been a major concern for Citizens Advice, as their Matthew Upton now explains.
As a group, what is Citizens Advice trying to do about this?
It is endemic across a number of different markets. So we've tried telling them to stop ripping people off. We've tried to tell government to take action. And actually, in the energy market, they have done. They've capped prices for consumers. But what we decided was that enough was enough. So we launched something called a super complaint, which forces organisations to look at it and come up with plans to stop this happening.
You genuinely believe, then, it's not an accidental practice? Would you go as far as saying it's a scam?
It's a systematic scam. It's whole industries that are reliant on us forgetting to do something. You know, your insurance company or your broadband company, they make money when you stay on the same contract and the price goes up little by little every year. They know how to design systems in a way that encourages people to stay in contracts. They understand that we all live very busy lives. We don't quite get round to switching in the ways that perhaps we plan to or intend to. They know it and they exploit it.
So the Citizens Advice Bureau is trying to do the right thing for us all. Alex Perrin is too. He runs the check and challenge site ismybillfair to help people get the best deals, and he's with Michael now.
Alex, thanks for joining us tonight. So I know that your company's done a lot of research into these loyalty penalties, and you found they're actually a lot more widespread than you first thought.
That's right. The original super complaint made by Citizens Advice covered 5 products, and they said that we were overpaying by £4 billion across 5 products. We looked into this. We looked at 30,000 bills for broadband, and we saw that actually people are overpaying by £4 billion for broadband alone. On top of that, there are other categories that weren't included in the super complaint, like gym memberships or car breakdown. So the problem is almost certainly running into tens of billions of pounds a year.
And how are they catching us out? How are we getting into the position where we are paying these penalties?
Well, we're all used to seeing new offers for new customers. So we often see an advert that says, buy this package and pay £40 a month for the first year, and thereafter it will go up to 50. But what people don't realise is that beyond the 50, there's somebody paying 55, somebody else paying 60, somebody else paying 70, 80, 90. And that's because these loyal customers long-standing customers have had price increase after price increase after price increase.
I think the big question that everyone watching tonight is going to want to know the answer to is, how can they avoid it? How can they avoid these penalties? What can they do?
Well, the traditional answer until now has been that people should all switch, but most people don't switch, and what's needed is a solution for those loyal customers. 79% of people say they'd rather just pay a fair price for staying with their existing provider rather than having to switch. So what they need to do is check and challenge. They need to check how their price compares to what other customers are paying, and they can either do that online or by using a service such as ours. And then they need to challenge. You can call your existing provider or you can do it through our site. But until you challenge that provider, if you take no action, I'm afraid that, as you've just seen in those examples, you will end up overpaying significantly. It's not fair and we need to do something about it.
Well, that's great advice. Alex, thanks so much for joining us. Ruth?
Thank you, Michael. Well, we contacted BT and asked about loyal customers like Rob unnecessarily paying hundreds of pounds more per year than they should. They told us,
we're working to provide even clearer information to our customers throughout the life of their contract. This is part of our work with Ofcom as we improve our communications and continue to support a dynamic market where customers get great value and choice.
Well, it appears the responsibility for getting the best BT deal still lies with us, the customer. So the advice is clear. If you're coming to the end of your contract or changing your bundle, don't be loyal. Shop around. Loyalty simply doesn't pay.
And just one last word to BT. Rob Sanderson, whose story this is, has been donating all his new loyalty penalty savings to the fundraising page he set up for his late wife, Kate, who died of motor neurone disease. And Rob wants to challenge you, BT, to do the right thing and to match and donate the loyalty penalty you made from him to that page. BT, just to say, all the charity details are on our website, so if you want, please give us or Rob a call.